Hey, good evening. This is weird because I haven't taken my headphones off, I think, so I figured I'm just going to do it the easy way after it's already live. Sometimes I forget and I carefully tried to do it, but I'm too lazy to do that. Ah, my sound was on, so I also had an awesome. Hi, people. How are you tonight? Welcome to the... Oh my god, what was that? Welcome to the Tavern. As I maybe finish this mini, I'm looking forward to finishing this. It's been such a fun one to do. I'm trying to remember which way I had this. I think that was the best way to have it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some greens because I'm gonna make some of these vines, and then there are a couple of rocks. So we have rocks, color, gray, whatnot. It is a land in the future. I could probably do whatever I wanted. So let's see. Not pecan. What for pine green or one of the planty greens? I could have them with me too, actually. Let's check this. I'm pretty sure actually I put some greens in here. So I'm gonna open up my bag, my brand new bag. See if the color I'm looking for. Pine green, that's one. I think that's the one I was looking for to start with. This color, oh, brilliant. I have brilliant green twice. Huh. That needs to be put away. Alright, I think pine green is the good dark color. Why is this popping up? Go away. Oh hey, guess what? Time to block. Happy Monday. Happy Monday night, now that Monday is over. Monday after, I'm just looking to see what else I got. I could do actually, maybe do some different greens. I'm wondering where my greens are. I have more greens than this. So pine green, turf green. Really, I'm betting they're in the bottom of my bag. I don't want to pull this open. I'll grab stuff out of it though. This guy's coming along. I had to do all sorts of highlighting on all this fur. And I did this section here. There's actually a little chain on there I have to do. I did his tail. I think I guess I'm gonna do the things on his horns. That chain. And I think that's it. I also did a little fixing up on the little stone weapons that I didn't really like it. Hey, what's up, Big Hairy GM? I'm sitting there trying to find because that's right, I picked up some stuff from Free RPG Day. I didn't actually go on Free RPG, I went the day after. No wait, I went a week late. Sorry, Free RPG was like last week. So I grabbed the Pathfinder and the Starfinder one like I always do. And then I also grabbed A Dagger Heart. This is like the biggest book that they had at Free RPG Day. And then for my husband, I grabbed Arkham Horror. I don't know if he wanted to try to check out the roleplay game. We used to have the board games. Okay, then I gotta take out my Cray Doofy box, and then I got to grab and see if my paints are in here. Hi, Sardis, what's up? Where is my green? They're not in here. I have a green highlight. Like a, oh, well, there's leaf bug green. Oh. You know what? We can do multiple colors here. I guess I'll just leave these down here. I do want to try to finish Mr. Minotaur. When is OGC? Like, a week from Friday? I told you it's like the 17th. Oh, I have to pull my brushes out too. I'm doing great, guys. I mean, I'll be ready. You need to let me know. Although, Lisa, I'm hoping you're going to be ready since Lisa bought you the resin for it. No, it's a week from Friday. Is when it starts. I'm trying to remember what we got for RPG. Pirate Borg. Well, I saw the chat. I saw the Pirate Borg. There was a kittens thing. There was a kittens thing. I saw, yeah, I saw that. So yeah, I grabbed those 4 things. I have to remember to bring them to my husband. Alright, now I gotta grab my paintbrushes. It's a really neat little carrying case. The only thing that was difficult was getting all the things in the, seriously, it was getting all the paints and all the little, you know, the little, elastic band areas, because those areas were all like really tight. And then I also remembered this time to pack my pokey tool. I left that home by mistake. Alright, so for right now, I'm just going to take and I'm going to use this dark green on all of them. Go online? I don't remember. I know it's one of the old places. I want to say Nashua. I usually don't even, like, look at where I'm going until, well, I start going there. I usually have a rough idea how long it's going to take to get there, and then I actually look at where I'm going to go. Usually when I hop into the car. You know what? I also have to highlight all this wood. But that's okay. I'll get the colors in here first, and then worry about highlighting the wood. So, I mean, at least I don't have to worry too much about miniatures for this con. Alright, I do gotta do another print run of all those cats and things, because immediately, I'm proud to say, I've definitively added another con to make up for the ones I'm losing. Are you all set looking that up? Cyrus. Hey, thanks for following, Sicarus. Sicarus! What's up? Welcome to the tavern. But swear to God, it is the honest to God truth. I never actually look at where I'm going. I don't usually have to book hotel rooms because I have the conduit. Because of the generosity of cons, that's how I can do like 9 this year. And we're hoping for 10. Because I've also got line into a brand new con called Katahdin Con, which is, oh yeah, by Cyrus Kanashra. I think it is Cyrus. I mean, if you... What am I doing? Oh, I got paint day. I mean, you wanted to come to paint day in Amesbury. You can paint day next Sunday. I play Warhammer and say, oh, that's good. No, actually, they don't do Warhammer on Sundays. I think they do them on Saturdays. Actually, that's what you should come down and play Warhammer at the Toy Soldier, because they do some really... They have some really good competitions. Very well attended, too. Now, if I recall, I'm going to try to lighten up the wood and make it kind of grayish, because it's dead wood. Then what am I doing after this? Well, better late than never. I am going to do one. I am going to do... I think... Oh, I'm going to have to watch the thing. I don't remember first. That may not matter. I'll pick Percival or Scanlan. Or maybe I'll do them both. I don't know. I've got more Legend of Vox Machina minis outside of just the main group. But I kind of want to get the group done. The party. Okay. So that's that. Alright, so... I keep mousing down over like one of the things that makes a pop-up happen. Alright, I don't know if I've got like a warm gray. There's Brylan Brown, which is actually, this might work. And there was oh, you know what? That's right. I was going to do Drow Skin, which actually works. It's a very warm, it's just plain a warm. To me, it's too light to be Drow Skin. Drow Skin is like dark. Actually, I may do these a couple different colors. They are... do some actual little streaks rather than just painting the whole highlights. Maybe a little wood texture in there. These two, maybe I'll make these two the same. I should have made this another vine. It's so they got the feel of the others. I think actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna treat this like it's part of that vine. I know, I see some white spots. Now, I'm not horribly concerned about white spots because honestly, I'm going to cover it over. We're going to put some grass and such on this. Not screw it. I'm gonna do it. This looks like one of the vine. It looks more viney and those look more woody. So I'm gonna change this. Yeah, that's one thing. Change things up. What's up, Hooper? It's been a bit. How are you doing? You been painting it all lately? Right now, I'm just doing projects for fun. Rather than competition or anything else. This one, although I was doing to help advertise the Kickstarter, which unfortunately did not make it. But he had a pretty high total on there. There definitely were backers. There weren't enough of them. But now they're going to relaunch this is even more exciting and hopefully something that doesn't take the funds a lot easier. It's going to be a set of minis now. Notes have been good. Work's been crazy. I have over 80 clients right now. As much as I'd like to. Oh, that's odd. Well, congrats. Congrats on that. right now I'm not painting as much as I'd like to either, because I'm in the middle of trying to get another Anime Cons Artist Alley and vendor room squared away. I mean, it's huge now, so it's a huge amount of work. Um, so I've been painting on my breaks. I've been working on that. I think I see a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully it's not an effing train. Alright, so I'm going to do this as the same type of wood. A couple of grain pieces. So the mini, I really do like the minis for this. They sent me a few. And I have to say, and by the way, I had no obligation. Like, they did not care, or he did not care. It was one guy. He did not care if I ever actually painted them on stream. I'm like, well, of course I am. I originally was going to, I got it. So I got it from my awesome friend Bruce Monarch, who is a. Actually, I don't remember what his day job actually is, but I met him. I know him through the vampire LARP I go to. He actually runs like escape room type games, and he did one called The King in Yellow, which I haven't played, but I did his 21 Grams, which was a escape room meets RP. It was so friggin' good. So this is, I call it the Sloth-Bear-Bat. Like Man Bear Pig, it's a Sloth-Bear-Bat. He's eating a chicken. It's a very cool mini. Also, I will say it's very well, like, it's so the body was 3D printed, and like the mushrooms and his head were all molded. I gotta say, I like the 3D printing. It's actually very solid. I think he printed them solid. I don't know if there's a hole. I didn't even see where there could be a hole in there. There might have been one under his head to drain it. Yeah, thanks. So they're gonna do this as a Kickstarter. You can buy just the minis. So instead of putting their focus, like said, they shot for 25,000, and they're just not famous enough, I guess. Although they have had some somewhat famous RPers that did their a couple of one shots, to advertise it. But yeah, sadly it did not make it. But I said that's I think the goal was pretty high for a fairly small company. So now I think they're gonna go a lot less. They're gonna 3D print the minis. It'll be, I think, a lot more achievable, especially if enough of us do it. And I think it's totally worth it. I think it'd be really cool to at least see the miniatures, and I think I will probably pledge. It's basically the setting is mythology meets science fiction. So you've got some very interesting critters, but you do have heroes. They also have a thing with ducks. I'm not sure why they have such a thing with ducks, but like, here's a duck dog. It's like a corgi and a duck. He's got 6 legs. There's a hero in here too. So I have more of the minis. And I have bunny rabbit ducks. Like a whole group of them. They were giving, I think these were like little extras. You could buy, like an add-on you could buy. Really like them. So, they're fun it was fun, really fun to paint this. So wait for it. They reapplied. Hopefully they get back in there, and hopefully it's a much more achievable goal. And they will, and then this time they'll at least be able to sell the minis, because the minis are awesome. I think they deserve to be sold. The whole thing. No one likes a show off except mini players. Show us more. Yeah, you're right. I actually love it when you guys, post in Discord like the stuff you're working. I don't have I do have a few things that I'm working on. Do I have a link? Um, Give me a sec. It's going to take me a little bit to find. All right, I'll give you the link to the rules. I don't know. I don't think the Kickstarter's back up yet. Oh, come on. I am not a robot. I have to log in because I'm never on Facebook on this. So it's called the name of the company is called Hard Sand Entertainment. I don't want to do that. I want to search. Where's search? Bruce Monarch. Actually, you know what? Let me throw this on display, by the way. I kind of want to get this too. So here's a little... This is like the biggest mini they had. It's for this whole set. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's really cool and science fiction-y, and he painted it. Mr. Mark painted it, so... It's really neat. Actually, he did a nice job on it, too. There it is, unpainted. You can see the scale of it. It's huge. That's probably the little mini that I actually have. Or maybe it's not the one I have, but it looks kind of like the one I have. It's just so cool. There it goes. We still believe Anesidora is a great game and already has a plan to move forward that includes getting game in your hands immediately for free. A PDF for the core book is now available for free on our website. The version of the book is over 150 pages long. This is why they had to go so much, is that they wanted to do a nice hardcover book, but in addition to the core book, we have resources to start playing. Anesidora Minute. This includes a short introduction with example gameplay, fillable character sheet, pre-made characters, a link to digital. Where's... You got a friggin' link to it? Is this it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, it's right. Because, see, I put links in my things. All right. Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. We need more 3D work. Okay, well, there's the link. There's the the more complicated link. Actually, I'm going to get up for 1 sec because I'm going to go turn my air conditioner on. I'm actually getting warm. Ugh. Actually, I'm going to throw my shot glass back where it belongs. Yep, check it out. Now, if you want to follow on Hard Sand Entertainment, you can follow them on Insta or Bruce Monarch, but of course I think there's more than one Bruce Monarch. So he's got like neon, like he did some sort of neon colors or whatever he was wearing in his profile picture. Uh-oh. What happened to my friggin... Wow, the thing from my ear disappeared. The frick? Well, I'm not putting this earpiece in, but I may have to go find... That is really strange. I'm not even sure how it fell off. Some of my little caps. I know I have another one kicking around somewhere, but still. That's annoying. I mean, I probably should just replace my headphones. I did buy another set. Yeah, so they're going to be set. They're going to be doing a whole set of minis. Actually, if you look through the stuff, you can find the set of minis. And they're even painted, not by me. But I thought this was really nice that he gave it to me. But I said I can attest that the minis are really, like, the minis I got are really like. And even if they just go straight 3D printing them, they're gonna be good. I said I like the 3D printed quality of this guy. Right, so I'm taking a little bit of Brown Wind Brown, which is a kind of a really gray brown. And it's a little lighter than the Drow Skin I put on there. I'm trying to put a little, Mr. Monarch has been happy with the progress of this. So thanks, Hooper. And you know what, Chef to Smoke? I can't wait to see. So Saturdays are show and tell days, and that's when I go and tap into the riches of Discord and see what you all have been doing, because God knows I don't have any time. Here's how the rest of my month goes. I'm very excited about this, though. So rest of my month is going like as follows. So this weekend I will be streaming. Well, I'll be streaming on Wednesday. Then I'll be streaming on Saturday. I will have game that night, and then Sunday will be the. Oh my God, I'm so itchy. I'm not sure why. Saturday will be show and tell. It'll be my normal Saturday stream. Then Sunday I will be hosting a paint day at the Toy Soldier in Amesbury. Then next week, then Monday, it'll be Monday and Wednesday, I'll have my normal streams. Then the following weekend, I'll be at OGC, or Open Gaming Con, in Nashua, as I believe Siren has found out. And then the week after that, and just confirmed, because I had to make sure there was a place for me to go, I will be at SagaCon, which is Salem State Gaming Con. It is a gaming con that is being run on my old alma mater of Salem State University. Although, at the time, it was Salem State College. It didn't become a university until after I graduated. But they were working on it even when I was there, going that direction. All the state colleges in Mass became universities. So it will be a joy to go back there. And I mean, I said I'm an alum. I want to come back because I'm an alum. And they were interested in, like, cool, you're an alum. Yes, we want you there. It's not the college itself that's running it, though. Because I did ask. But the college is working very closely with the organizers of the con. Because they're literally putting people up in dorms. But these sound nice in dorms. They said they're like they're one room suites. Okay, so there's some dead trees. Now I want to pull up some lighter colors here to paint my vines. So yeah, that will be my next 2 weeks after that, and then oh Lord, is it 2 weeks after that is AAC? I think so. Which stands for another anime con. I did get my panels. I did get my panel forms in, which is a good thing. So I could run my 2 back-to-back 1 hour, 1 hour back-to-back painting panels. They know the drill. I'm assuming there are sign-ups for these, like previous years. So we'll do a couple this color. I'm going to do these a couple different colors. I poured out way too much paint. So I have, what the hell, that was meadow green. This is going to be turf green. It's a little less yellowy. I would imagine these two are the same, because I'm sort of doing as they're coming from this particular piece here, and it's just kind of sank into the ground. It's one of those vines that will do that. I want one more color. Tail green, purple. Something with a little brightness to it. Maybe I'll mix it into something to kill it a little bit. I just want to kill it a hair. Maybe a little less electric. So SagaCon, which is the Salem State one, great name. Or maybe it's just Salem Gaming Con, so S-A-G-G-A? Alright, stop screwing with that. I'm gonna have to let that dry to add another coat. Drying quick. Has a very pretty green. Okay, now turf green. Leaf bud green, which is a very pale green. I'm going to just add some actually to the colors that are already down here. It's actually a tiny little bit darker than the one I was just using. Nope, I need a little more. And then after this, I get to paint the rocks. And then comes the fun part. I get to actually I get to put the terrain bits on and glue the whole thing together. I'm going to just try to hit the top of this. It's going to be almost the same color. So what are people up to tonight? Anything good, exciting, any mini painting? What are you working on? I heard that. That's a painter we get. Get right on in here. How are you tonight, Mr. Git? How was your stream? It's awesome to see you. I have like I'm working on exciting things. Like, why? Is the base really exciting? My stream was short. Well, you didn't feed it enough to grow. So it was tall. No, what is it? So, you had to run for some reason? You have to raid and run? Yeah, let me do a little shout out thing. Okay, so it's a quiet night here, so you have to head to work? Why? Why do you have to go to work at night? Gross. I'm kidding. If you know what, it's still better than having a job. I'll show you what I'm working on, though. Tell me what you were working on, and I'll show you what I'm working on. I said it's kind of a quiet night tonight, anyways. I think everyone's just recovering from the holiday. I need some grays. Screw that. We don't need to. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna look at my two thin coats here. See what I got for grays here. I was gonna do something with this wolf gray. There we go. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I think I want a little more neutral. I thought of like, oh, I should do something, you know, really unique. Make the stones blue, and I thought better of it. Maybe that I just stick with Reaper stuff. Put a little brownish tones in the rocks too. Powder burn brown is another. Probably could have started painting my stuff this color, the wood this color. I'll do for rocks. I'm gonna guess that means you had to go right away, Peter would get. So, but thank you for the raid. Bummer you have to go to work. I'm gonna assume that maybe it was something that he was on call and he got called in. It's kind of the pits. Well, welcome. Oh, you're there. Sorry, I got called in. I'm walking on my phone. Hey, you know what? Sorry to hear that. I was gonna ask you what you did and whatnot, but if you can't really answer, don't worry. Sorry, that kind of sucks. I'm so sorry. But you know, at some point, maybe maybe you can ask me about this awesome thing I'm working on because it's for a future Kickstarter of minis. It was a whole game Kickstarter, but unfortunately it was too ambitious a price point for them to earn. Oh, you were gonna run as red caps? Oh, that's awesome! I actually love those guys. Those horrible little monsters. True nightmare fuel. But yeah, this is from the future. So they tried to do a whole thing where they were going to publish a book and everything, but it was just too ambitious. And they really liked the game and whatnot. So the rules are for free. They're just not gonna. They're gonna be a PDF, not a big fancy book. And then they're gonna do a Kickstarter. this time for just the minis, and they're probably going to just 3D print them. I think they could probably do a stretch goal where if they hit a stretch goal, enough money, they could actually then switch it to back the way they want to produce them. But they're really good minis. And look at this guy. I need something with ears. You read the Cleaver one. The air handler is cut out, so you have to go in and reset them. Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry, man. I hope it does too. You know what? Buy their minis when they go on there. Buy a set of them. I want to buy a set of them. In fact, there are pictures if you look at Hard Sand Entertainment. That's who makes it. There are pictures out there of the minis painted, and they're really cool. The setting is a combination of mythology and science fiction. It's like I think the PCs are all like, they've got like God power in them. Or at least, I don't know, either PCs, NPCs, or something. I read a little, because I'm more interested in the minis. The game looks good. But I'm definitely, always more interested in the minis. I need something with the center of this guy's ears. They don't stand out at all, so we need to do something. I'm going to let that dry. Also, I'm going to see if I can dig out. I remember the color I used for that base. I need to fill in a few spots. I'm looking for some pink, so. Doxy Blush. I'm really sorry you had to go into work, though. That just sucks, because I would not want to be called in now to go to work in the middle of my friggin' stream. Oh, damn it, well, I won't say damn it. I actually really did have fun this week. But, that campaign that I kind of want to be over, so I can do things like join the Council of Mini Painters, is still, unfortunately, it's still going. I think he says if we really power through it, we could foreseeably end it next Sunday. As long as we're playing next Sunday. So I basically told him I was gone the 2 weeks after that. And when that happens, basically, I can join you guys a lot more often as long as I don't have a con that week. And also, there's a good chance I'm adding 2 more cons to my rotation to make it 10. I'm not supposed to be on call this week. The on-call guys broke down. That sucks. It's the first week. It was the first week night back. Oh, damn it. Well, it sucks to your coworker for his car breaking down. That just blows. ReaperCon and Dragonfall? No. No. Local cons. Oh god, I want to do Dragonfall. But I'm not going to be able to do... Okay, so basically, this year I did Adepticon. Alright, and that's it for big travel cons. I did do the vampire thing. Next year I'm going to Disney World and going to one of the vampire LARPs. And it's going to be pretty much all in the same month. I'm not going to be working much of November. After next year, then I'll try to figure out, I think it'd be back to go. Basically, I like to travel with Gel Tip and Night Whisperer if he comes along. So next year, like for 2027, it'd be ReaperCon. Then the following year, it'd be back to Adepticon. So I'd probably go to Adepticon and then I'll go back to ReaperCon. So it's, it is what it is. But I have to do stuff with my husband, or, he allows me to do all this stuff, so. Okay. I guess I should go look for the brown sand. And I know it's in this bag. I'll tell you what, if Dragonfall invites me, it invites me and pays for me to stay there. Where's Dragonfall? I'm planning on doing Rubicon next year, so is Quantum. Yeah, I can't. Problem is, I can't. I'm going to Disney World, and I need to save my money and my time off for that. As I said, hubby does come first once in a while. Where is brown sand? Brown sand. Lake Geneva. Oh, that's right. It's Lake Geneva. I wonder how far that is from here. It's Wisconsin. I've done Milwaukee, although I really need to find a travel buddy. Actually, I wonder if Gel Tip would consider that one. I know he has. I know Hangar Bay Hobbies has also invited him too. What I really need to do is I really need to get some more curriculum. Like some stuff I'm happier with to teach. I've been told I want to totally revamp my color class. I was not thrilled. I mean, people, I guess, for the most part enjoyed it, but the things that... there's too much of me standing there and explaining color theory. I think what I need to do is I need to take a lesson from the class I just took at Adepticon, way he does it, which is basically have people, and maybe I'll even add like what I learned there into my color class, which was other ways to mix colors. I am off screen. I'm just right now touching up the browns. Right, I'm gonna see if I can lighten this up more. That's too dark. Because the wood inside tends to be lighter. All right. Now comes the fun part. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put on this thing. Tony is very good, people. I love Tony. I'll tell you what was really exciting was that I actually got to rate him. Like, I think it was last Monday. I got to rate him. Oh, he's playing video games again. I get to rate him because for once he was not doing video games last week, so I rated him. Something tells me I don't think Night Whisper's streaming tonight. He is going to get back to streaming on Mondays, though. But I think he mentioned something about taking his daughter back to Boston. I guess I'll find out around 9 o'clock, but I think he's going to be busy. Alright, I gotta go find some stuff. You know, Mr. Git, at some point, I do want to, get to a con that you're at, and we can just hang out all weekend long. Someday, I want our paths to converge like ReaperCon. That would be amazing. Mike Disney is streaming. Wait, Mike Disney is streaming? Oh, he is. Oh, we may have to rate him. Wow, I guess he's doing a lot better then, which is great. I'm glad to see him on. Because he's gone through a rough patch. And believe me, I've been thinking about him too. Ah, good point. Well, if he's still streaming it at 9 o'clock in an hour, I will definitely go rate him. If Night Whisper doesn't show up. Alright, let's see. I gotta go find basic materials. Oh my gosh. This stuff is all over the place. Harm me while you leave my rear end. Well, I move stuff so I can get it. I want that box. I want the bag. Besides, I've got other stuff to put in the bag. Okay. But yeah, but all seriousness, yes, it would be really great if we could just, I'd love to hang out. You're definitely one of the people in the painting world. I would like to, I wish you lived closer. Then we can hang out in reality. Wow, let's see. I don't want to do a whole base of... Oh my god, sorry guys. I gotta figure out what I want to do. Alright. What do I do with the green box? Let me look in the green box first. I still can't believe I lost the little... I lost the thing that goes in my ear. Fortunately, it's not the ear that I use. I got stuff like that, which might be good. We can do a mix of like that and some dead stuff. That actually might work. I brought the whole thing over. The whole bag over of all sorts of stuff. But I don't think... Well, let's see, what do we got for tufts? I don't think I'm gonna put tufts of grass on. What else that like swampy? I know I did. I'd get alien colors, like I got blue and green, blue and green, blue and pink and purple. I need more alienscapes. I probably could throw them on all my Warhammer stuff. I got popsicle, not popsicle, I got the thin popsicle sticks. If I wanted to build like a wood floor. They make great wood paneling. And they're all trying to escape out of the box. The only thing is you gotta be careful, they will actually warp when you get them wet with glue. Alright, I think I'm gonna do somehow a mix of these two. So I'm gonna take... I'm gonna try to get some glue out of this. I just gotta clump some around. We're gonna try to do it somewhat fast. This is how I do it. You can also take a mix of water, paint it on, it'll work great, but This way works too. At least it works for me. I'm going to take my junky brush. And I'm going to kind of paint it. I'm going to try to work somewhat fast because it does dry pretty quickly. If it overlaps, so be it. Nature has its own way. Now, I don't want to I want to try to leave the vine showing, but I want them to look. Oh, I don't want to do that. I will pick off anything I need to. As I said, if it goes over it, so be it. I'll pick it off or whatnot. Work a little on that. Okay. I'm going to just throw that in the water. Clean off my fingers. I'm going to start just putting some of this on. It says it's a spring mix, but to me, I don't know if it looks that springy. Now I put some of this dried stuff on. I actually really like this stuff. And I'm gonna make a big friggin' huge mess. The glue is down there, so basically, yeah, if I go in and just kind of pat things down, it'll get in the glue. Okay, now I'm gonna, normally I would take the leftovers and pour it in, but because I'm doing it this way, I don't care if I lose a little bit. Because I'm stuck to my finger. Alright, so now I'm gonna pick this up. Ah! So what I want to do, move the trash can over here, wipe all this excess. I'm blowing on it. Oh, a lot of it actually stuck. I'm gonna slowly kind of pick out. Basically right now I'm sort of just picking out my vine. Maybe I'll leave that little spot there. I add a little bit more here and there. Yeah, the big thing is I have to let that dry. I can put these back in the box. What's in the box? All sorts of Torini goodness is in the box. Oh, what am I gonna do? It's 8:20. I've got 40 minutes left. I'm almost done. Oh, I've got more I could do. I have to let it dry. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint this little section right here because I see this touch up the ring around the base and get grass off of it. I didn't think I got glue on there. So I'm gonna get the glue off the okay. So I gotta let that dry. And I'll put my glue back over here. Put my AC on, I'm still hot. Wow, Art Disney now is in the lead for the most people. Most viewers. Everybody must be wanting to see how he's doing. That's great. That is so great. If you say here with my 3 people. I like you, love you 3 people, whoever is lurking about. Okay, oh, I know something I need to do. I gotta pull some grays, actually. I gotta lighten up my rocks. I don't have a lot of grays there. Okay, we do want... Take a little, let's see, this cobalt gray. It's too... Yeah, I ended up going more brown, so... Alright, we're gonna take a little cobalt gray, which is more of that warm... This is gonna be... Ooh, I hope that's maybe too warm. Because I'm too lazy to go look for them. You get 60 colors in this bag, so come on. Oh, that might be gray. You know, when you work for the printing industry, you realize just how many colors of anything there is. Just look through a Pantone book. Yeah, actually, I have a ton of grays in here. Oh, I know it. My stone grays are all in my, I think. Yeah, they're all in here. I'm not necessarily shooting for that. Anyway, what bugs me is I had a thing of charcoal gray and from Reaper, and I can't find it now. And it was brand new. What else do I have in my paint box? Oh, those are liners. I don't want liners. I have some original Army paint or war paint in a gray, a stone gray. I think this might be a good one to use. It's still shaking. Oh, it still works. Army paint or war paints 1 were not my favorites. There was too much resin, too much suspension liquid, and not enough. Alright, you know what? That might be a good color to end with. I need something in between. Unless I just mix a color in between. Or I just go with the plan I was going to go. Alright, so I'll use that to paint some highlights. I'm going to put some shadowing back in. This is still really wet. Yeah, I think a lot of this is going to be covered up with his feet. There goes that army painter stuff. Stone Golem, the original Stone Golem. Yeah, there's one rock. Hey, I got one step by Monument. Honestly, it was plain. I've not tried it. That I tried like the contrast, the Citadel contrast paints and things, and I just it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't work, but it doesn't work for me. I find I don't really like to use them as the way they're meant to be used. I like to, if anything, I will use them as like a wash or like if I have stone. I actually found it works really well to make pretty cool looking like stone texture. I just basically paint something a gray and then I'll go over with the dark gray. Sorry to hear that. That's a bummer. Oh, what if my husband's actually going out? I heard the door close. Oh, I hear him though, so. Take a little darker color. I'm gonna put some little streakies. I like the sort of streaky thing I get going with this one. Too bad most of that's gonna be like hidden. So you feel that? Yeah, it's like every other contraface you use. It's good for certain things overall, but I didn't see much of a difference. Well, I mean, the one thing that it's good for, if it's like the others, is getting an army painted really fast. If you really want to get stuff done, it really does give you. I don't know how much of a highlight it gives you, but it really does give you at least the base coat and the shadow all in one fell swoop. See if I could, like, stick it with the paint. I mean, theoretically, it should. Still wet in there, but a lot of the I'm just gonna add. I gotta be careful. Well, the glue, fortunately, the glue will wash out of your brush pretty well. I'm just gonna add a little paint to just a little bit of like one of my greens into this, just to give it a little variation. I got too bright there. I'll clean this before I ruin it. Okay, now super glue is oh, that's true. I wonder if I have a place to put my super glue in my new bag. Actually, it doesn't matter. I take the old bag, take the backpack with it. Yeah, for people who are painting armies, yeah, that's what it. Yeah, honest to God, that is really what it's for. It's for people to paint armies. It's not really. It's definitely not for display level fancy models. You know. So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put some glue on his feet. A little on his fingers since I think it's gonna stick. However, I'll say this: Warhammer does have one thing going. Oh, he's making dice rolls. So, my best friend is playing vampire right now. Except he said it was going to be a session to talk about what was going on. I didn't think to be. He's making dice rolls. I wonder what that means. Must be stuff he was in trying to influence or whatever. Okay, now we're gonna need. I got some blood for the blood gods, which is the greatest. I'm telling you, it's the best blood paint ever. Now, I gotta be careful not to get super glue in my brush. Oh, I probably got super glue in my brush. Once again, I can avoid it as much as I can. It could be 20 minutes after I do it, and it should be dry, and it's not unsalvageable though. Okay, so what I'm gonna do instead, I pick out. I'm gonna take. Pokey tools are multi-purpose tools. I'm gonna use paint. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, now I'm gonna find a brush. It's not my good brush, anyways. Okay. I need something I can spatter. I want to spatter some paint. I had I made a stippling brush. All right, let me try this. That's not a stippling brush, but I think it will flick. It's not really flicking. Maybe this paint is not good to flick with. I'll just see if I can dab it. I have a few spots here and there. It was a battle. He just kind of picked up that old chicken and bit his head off. But there should be a few splatters. I think that's too wet. We get right under where he's eating. You can't even see it. Try this again. I'd love to hang something. No, it actually, interestingly enough, all went back in. I want to make a drip. Or I could literally make a drip and then do it. Okay, just grab some and make kind of a drip. It sticks to my friggin' hands more than it sticks to anything else. Right, it's sticking to me. It's not sticking to the mini. Oh, frick. Yeah, I think this stuff is not. Or, I mean, I think it just got too old. Let me see. I wonder if the snot worked better. Which is just clear, and I'll just paint it. Yeah, this seems to be a bit. See, this is better. I don't think I need that much. I don't really want that much either. Figure out how to get it in there. So what I want to do, I stick it to the tongue, and I want to kind of pull it down. No, it's not. That's not its fault. I'm not doing it right here. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna do what I want it to do. I want to make a drip out of it, and I don't know how. But I will say this: it seems like the clear is in better shape. Let me try one last try. It's really supposed to be for making strings, not drips. Honestly, I probably do better if I do glue. I might just leave it. It's fine. I'm trying to do something cute. I got 10 minutes left to go. What should I do? What should I do with this bad boy? And then try to get the... I Yeah, I did get some of the... I had 10 minutes. I could just keep experimenting. It's also taking the clear is taking the, still sticking to my fingers. Oh, let me try. I don't want to give up on this. Yeah, that's better. And I'm gonna paint this with blood for the blood gods. There we go. That's okay. That works. Here's where I can flip it so people can see it. That's nice and gross. Black and brown. I like the brown for the ocean. Yeah, well, I mean, I thought the mushrooms were a cool idea. That we could actually put a shot of color on something that really, I mean, you could do these, I guess, whatever color you want. I mean, it's a mythological creature. I think that's walnut brown. Where's black and brown? Where are all my paints? Just an anchor. Where is my black and brown? Why won't you stay on there? This thing, I swear, is supposed to be made so that it will. This is driving me nuts. I don't know where my paints are. I found walnut brown, and that's not the color I use. Where is my black and brown? 3 places. I know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be in the correct. Let's see. It's gonna be. It is okay because I see a couple of spots that I totally missed. Okay. We're almost there though, and now I'm going to go, and then we'll talk about next time what the next project is, because this will be the last on this project. Who knows? Maybe in the Anesidora Kickstarter goes for the minis, I'll pull out something else. Maybe I'll do the dog. I think I'll just toss that back in there. So I flip this around and I can find like some spots. Oh, don't tell me that was a piece of dust. So I thought I saw another spot too. Right there, actually behind his ear. Alright, I'm calling it done. This was a fun one. I mean, I don't get to break out and do blood stuff, and I don't do that on very many things. But, here is the Sloth-Bear-Bat. I'm calling it bat because these look like they gotta be wings or something. Anyways, little Mr. Angry Bear. Eating a chicken. A mundane chicken. I know I'm still at the Kickstarter thing, but honestly, go to Herd. You're interested in the minis. You know, keep an eye on for when the Kickstarter for the minis goes live. This was a fun project though. I gotta tell you, these are really cool minis. And when this Kickstarter goes, yeah, I feel like those are bad things, but definitely is a sloth and a bear. So I've been calling, you know, Man Bear Pig from South Park. It's Sloth-Bear-Bat from Anesidora. These minis are awesome. When that Kickstarter goes live, check it out. Maybe I'll paint one of the other ones. Maybe I'll paint a couple of the other ones. Maybe I'll do the dog. Maybe I'll do the hero. Maybe I'll do one of the little rabbit ducks. The duck dog. I'm very happy with it though. Now I'm gonna put him down. There we go. There's a good view. I can move it this way. Nope, it's not gonna help. You don't get to see the base, but that's okay. I guess I'll take the 3 of us and go to the Art of Mike Disney as a level 2 hype train. Chick, 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 chick. We can go hang out with everybody else. This was fun. I'm glad those of you who showed up to the tavern tonight showed up. It was lovely chatting with people, and as always, even if it wasn't a lot of people. I have a funny feeling Mr. Nerdy Tokyo is probably working at the World Cup right now. Night Whisper's bringing his kid back, so I know of people that are busy tonight. Also, I think there's a lot of people on vacation because there wasn't anybody on the roads coming home. And it's good to see you too, Hooper. Honestly, I was thinking about you going, wonder when Hooper's coming back. I haven't seen him in a while, and I hope everything's great. I hope it didn't offend him or whatnot. Alright, so I don't care. It's only 3 of us. Let's still raid. Art of Mike Disney. Mike Disney, not that Disney, but Mike Disney, who made the legendary pumpkin beholder. Can't remember what it's called. The Overgourd. So we're going there. Says he's paint minis. Let's all go. All three of us, all four of us go. All right, thanks, guys, so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks, Super, for chatting. Thanks for those of you who chatted, and thanks to Painter We Get for the raid. I'll be back on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and I'm gonna start a little Critical Role painting to try to get another mini of the Vox Machina crew finished. So, or we started. There's going to be at least one more episode of Murder Hobo Inc. The Corsairs of the Azure Atoll. That's on YouTube on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And other than that, I think that's all my announcements. So until next time, and I'm going to do this right this time because last time I screwed it up. So until next time, I pass across right here at the Penny Hero Tavern. I hope life is wonderful for you all. Be you lurkers, be you chatters, or be you visitors who will visit when I'm not streaming and watch my videos. I hope life is grand for you all, and happy painting.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that hype train. And thank you for all the